On this 2024 Honda Civic sedan L4-1.5L Turbo L15B7, P0369 points to an intermittent interruption in the camshaft position sensor B signal circuit. In plain terms, the PCM may be losing a clean pulse from that sensor at times. The vehicle may run normally between faults, or it can show intermittent drivability symptoms when the signal drops out. The broad areas to keep in mind are the sensor circuit connections, grounds, the CMP pulse plate, and the CMP sensor B itself. Start with the basic system checks and follow a structured diagnostic approach before narrowing it down. The logic is straightforward. If the PCM sees abnormal pulsing signals from CMP sensor B, it determines there is an abnormality and stores P0369. So the diagnostic path is about first duplicating the fault, then checking the parts of the signal path that can make that pulse drop out or look wrong. Begin by trying to duplicate the failure. Start the engine and let it idle for 10 seconds or more. While it is idling, monitor the HDS OBD status under PGM5 for P0369. If the failure duplicates here, the confirmation is complete and you can move into the circuit and component checks. If the idle check does not duplicate it, test drive the vehicle for several minutes in the same range as the captured engine speed and vehicle speed conditions. Use the PGM5 data list for engine speed and vehicle speed so you are matching the conditions as closely as possible. During that drive, keep monitoring HDS OBD status for P0369. If the failure duplicates, the confirmation is complete. Next, inspect the CMP sensor B circuit connections. Check for a secure connection and loose terminals at CMP sensor B and at the PCM. Normal is that the connections and terminals are okay. If anything is loose, not seated, or otherwise abnormal, the problem is in the connections or terminals. After that, check the engine ground and body ground connection points the same way. You are looking for secure connections and loose terminals. If those checks are normal, the grounds pass this part of the path. If they are abnormal, the problem is in the connections or terminals. With the electrical connection checks done, move to the mechanical side of the signal. Remove the cylinder head cover, then visually inspect CMP pulse plate B for looseness or damage. Normal is no looseness and no damage. If the pulse plate is loose or damaged, the problem is with CMP pulse plate B. If the connector checks, ground checks, and CMP pulse plate B inspection all show normal conditions, the remaining item in this diagnostic path is CMP sensor B. At that point, the diagnosis points to a problem with CMP sensor B. The key with P0369 is not to jump straight to the sensor. Duplicate the fault, match the captured operating conditions when needed, then work through the connections, grounds, pulse plate, and finally CMP sensor B. For more diagnostic training, visit Diagnostics.